Simon from WhatCulture.com here, and today we've got a bit of a different video to show you. Now, you may have seen the title and been like, what's that all about? Maybe you've read the description to get more of an idea. But to summarize as quickly as we can, actually no, let's go back to the start. We're all professional wrestling fans. You're a professional wrestling fan. I'm a professional wrestling fan. You know, you wouldn't be here if you weren't. I wouldn't be making these videos for WhatCulture.com if I wasn't a professional wrestling fan. That's where it all starts. When you're a little kid and you see it on TV, or someone takes you to a show, or whatever it may be, something that gets you into professional wrestling. And as you grow up, you start to have thoughts, and your thoughts always, we've all had it. Could I be a professional wrestler? And when you see it on TV, you always think, yeah, I could do that, but no one really knows, how difficult or hard it was. I mean, we've all been lucky over the last few years, because stuff like the WWE Network and just the rise of the internet in general has made, it's kind of given us all an insight into what you need to do to become a professional wrestler. And even like Tough Enough back in like 2001, I think, if you watched it, everyone was like, geez, being a pro wrestler is the hardest thing in the world. But, that doesn't take the thing out of your brain. And you always think to yourself, like I said, could I be a professional wrestler? And even I, a man who is north of 30, I've always had those thoughts. I mean, the reason, I've all seen the jokes in the comments and on Twitter and stuff like that about lifting weights and all that kind of stuff. But I do that. The reason I started lifting weights was because I, watched WWE when I was a kid. I saw all these massive dudes and I was like, man, that looks cool. I'd like to try and look like them. So I tried to emulate it. I tried to emulate it by, reading books and going online and figuring out what you had to do to become a big dude. But the other thing didn't go away. The other thing about could I be a professional wrestler was always there. So recently, I thought, you know what, screw it. Let's just go for it. What's the worst that can happen? DDP did it post 30. Batista did it post 30. Now, I know I'm not anywhere near in those guys' categories, but I thought we can give it a shot. And even if we fall flat on our face and fail, 30 years down the line we can go, it's all right, Simon, because you tried. And then lo and behold, what opens up in London? None other than Al Snow's Wrestling Academy. Now again, if you're watching this, you know who Al Snow is. I know who Al Snow is. Everyone knows who Al Snow is because he's a massive name in the business. And he's got loads of academies. He's opened one here in London. So I thought, that's where I got to go. That's where it's got to be. If you're going to do it, you want to do it right. And they've got amazing trainers there like Simon Vanderwolf and John Klinger. So I thought if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go there. And I went last night and I had my first session. I'm a broken man today, in a good way. Like, they pushed me to my, even the warm-up pushed me to my limit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I remember sitting there through that warm-up going, geez, how the hell am I gonna get through this? But it was good. It was a good challenge, and it was a positive one as well. Like the atmosphere there and the trainers and the fellow students as well. Everyone there had just like the perfect attitude to learn and take this stuff seriously, respect it, but also make sure there's a team mentality. And I don't think I couldn't have got through it throughout the people there. But anyway, getting back onto more video WhatCulture terms, we all thought it would be a really good idea to document this stuff. If you're out there thinking, can I become a professional wrestler? What do I have to do? Maybe this inspires you. Maybe this is the catalyst for you to go to do it. I don't know. But we thought we're going to document it. So we're going to have a run of videos. I'm just going to tell you how it's going, how I'm progressing. Like I said, I've done one session so far, and we focus strongly on cardio. Of course, got to have great cardio to be a wrestler. And we started to focus on, the very, very basics of what makes a good professional wrestler. And like I say, today, I ache. My legs ache, my head aches, my neck aches, my chest aches, my back aches. But, it was hard, but it's one of those things where it's like a dangling carrot. You want to see what you can achieve. I may do this course and I may get to the end of it and go like, it's not for me. There's every chance that could happen. And I'll be as honest with you guys as I can as we go. But, you got to know. You got to know if you can do these things. So this is the start of my wrestling journey. Hopefully you're all going to come along from the ride. You can chat about it with me over on Twitter at SimonMiller316. I'll be putting some pictures out and things like that. And we'll get more in depth as the weeks go on. But for now, let's see if we can become a professional wrestler. And I don't say that lightly either. If that sounds like some clickbait, catchy title, that's not what this is about at all. I'm deadly serious about this. I want to see if I've got any aptitude for it whatsoever. If I do, and I see progress, and I feel like I can push it, then great. And if I can't, that's good too. It's a win-win situation. I either get somewhere, or I give it my all and I fall flat on my face. And that's fine. So leave a comment below. Let us know if you've tried professional wrestling in the past. Like the video, share the video, you know all the stuff. And we'll be back with more of this madness pretty soon.